I run a chemical company in Aylesbury. Over the past 30 years, we've grown from nothing to a medium-sized company, employing people here, buying products from all over the world, bringing them into the UK and selling them in the UK and in Europe. Because of the trade barriers that are being put up by Brexit and the duplicated regulations, the massively increased costs and bureaucracy of Brexit, we are having to now bypass the UK for half of our business. I don't want to do this. I want to employ people in the UK. I want to pay UK taxes and I want to support UK services. But because of people like the ERG and their hardline Brexiteer stance, I'm having to do this, and we're not alone. There are thousands of other companies in the UK doing this too.
Now that's heartbreaking. That's somebody who's built a business from scratch, spent 30 years building it up from nothing to a medium-sized business, and because of Brexit, she's having to bypass, cut investment in the UK, her home, as a result. So let's hear what Jacob Rees-Mogg has to say.
Does that give you pause?
On the other hand, the leading figure in INEOS, major chemicals company, has written to the head of the European Union, to Monsieur Juncker, to say that the regulations that have come from the European Union have made investing in the EU, from his point of view, something that is not worth doing because the regulations are strangling business.
His response to somebody building a small business into a medium business and then struggling because of the Brexit he pushed is to say, look, this is what big business wants. When big business says we don't like regulations, they're saying it costs too much to do things safely. We are talking about chemical regulations that go in products, shampoos, food. This is the sort of stuff we're talking about. Those regulations exist for a reason. But it gets worse.
Chemical regulations under the REACH regulations, if you're registered with REACH, you are able to export into the European Union's market. So that is something that ought to continue. But
you what now? She just explained that having to duplicate regulations is what's costing money, meaning they have to bypass the UK. And you're saying that regulations, especially EU regulations, are bad, but that her business can just choose to follow those regulations and also the regulations that we do as the UK, which is the very duplication of regulations that is costing her money and ruining British jobs.